Hi, this is Sandy Warren of Wellness with Attitude and Navigating the Curves of Life. This month has been the month of love, February, and I take that to mean how can we love ourselves? How can we give more love to others? And so I wanted to do just a quick recap. First of all, we talked about things that you can do on a daily basis, just little tidbits, reminding yourself to stand up and walk and move every hour, get out of your seat. If you're someone who's working on patients, or maybe you're a dental hygienist and you're leaning over patients all the time, or you're working constantly kind of focused on something other than yourself, to just back away, take a nice deep breath, and just spend 30 seconds to a minute refocusing your breath and your energy. Making sure you stay hydrated, maybe setting your Fitbit to just remind you to stand up and dance for 30 seconds. So anything that you can do as far as movement, changing that body um, energy will help you to revive yourself. It also helps your thinking to get clearer. So, just a reminder to take care of yourself on a daily basis. You're more than worth it and you need it. Taking your supplements, your vitamin C's and D's and zinc and whatever it is that you have committed to help your immune system through this time. So, the other thing that you might want to consider is decreasing your amount of sugar, and your carbs are sugar. And it doesn't mean that you have to be super strict, as in eating none, no sugar and no carbs, but a reduction will make a big difference in your body. So, think about your nutrition, your hydration, your movement. And the other thing that we talked about for self love was getting outdoors, connecting to nature, feeling the sun or even the rain, um, and just taking a peek at what's happening. I know here some of the bulbs are starting to bloom out of the ground, and the buds are on the trees, and it just puts such a smile on my face, and I hope it will on yours. But number one, you have to get out there, and number two, you have to notice. So hopefully you'll take some of those things and do some of those things for yourself. The other thing that we talked about was we talked about taking, oh gosh, a whole afternoon, a whole day, a part of a weekend, to just set time apart for yourself. And if you didn't get to do that, then I encourage you to do that. Make sure that you've prepared a meal so that you don't have to function logically later in the day to feed your family. Have some snacks. Set yourself aside, excuse me, in a place that makes you happy. You can see I have some beautiful orchids behind me. I have a big, what I call my queen chair. I like to sit here, and whether I'm reading or soaking my feet in a basin of Epsom salts and lavender, or whatever essential oil might appeal to me at that moment. And other things that you can do. Maybe you take yourself out for a little manicure or even a haircut. So the little things that you can do to help you to feel a little bit better. Maybe you give yourself a treat of ordering some lunch and having it delivered, or pick it up and sit out in the sun or on the patio or at a picnic table and enjoy. So little beautiful things that you can do that will also make you feel more grateful. And the more you stay in a state of gratitude for the little things, even, those little things really do become the big things. So, what are you grateful for? One of the things that I listened to this past week was by Jamie Kern Lima, who was promoting her new book, Unstoppable, which has just come out. And she had several guest speakers on, and I listened to it from a point of self love. What am I doing? What are they saying? What can I do better? What might I incorporate in? So I wanted to share some of their thoughts with you. I think, if my memory serves me correct, it was Mel Robbins who talked about a couple of things that she does for herself. Number one, when she was feeling pretty low and depressed and frustrated and all, she decided that sometimes she couldn't find the words to express um, gratitude for herself or to celebrate who she was or affirm the beautiful light that she was. She simply got up in the morning and gave herself a high five in the mirror. And I thought, how cool is that? Um, little kids. I know when I was raising my children a few years ago, and and it was just so fun to watch little kids go and give a high five. So maybe that's a really great idea. We need to give ourselves a high five. And she said every morning now it's her routine. She gives herself a high five. She makes her bed. You may agree with that or not agree with that. And she gets dressed. She gets dressed in exercise clothes because she knows that if she doesn't ever get to it. So if you have that option, that opportunity, I typically teach a morning yoga class, so I do get in those exercise clothes, and I do look forward to my yoga students coming, and so that helps me to be accountable to myself. Maybe you need to find something to be a walking partner, somebody else to be accountable to help you to give yourself more love and time, and that also gets you out in nature. And one of the other things I have been doing all week long at my yoga classes is playing an extra long meditation. This meditation really resonated with me, and I'll just give you a quick uh, couple of ideas from it because it talks about how we in the Western world set goals and have plan A, B, and C for each thing that we need to accomplish, and that having a plan can, in fact, help us to feel less anxious. And so it is a form of taking care of ourselves to think logically and strategically. But that what we don't do well, and what we might take from the Eastern culture, is also being able to trust that when we have put the energies into play, the work and the effort, that we release the result. And this goes very much along with the yoga uh, psychology as well, that we set the intention, but then we release it to our higher power or our universe. And once we do that, it lightens the burden on us. So, one of my yogis gave me a book that a friend of hers had written, and it also gave me a mantra that I liked, and it resonated also in line with that meditation that I shared with my yoga students um, about you are a masterpiece, but you're a masterpiece in progress. You are not arrived, and to celebrate that process and growth and trust is all a form of self love. So at the conclusion of this February, this month that I hope has brought you to a little bit more self-care and self-love and opening yourself to others loving you. Sometimes we have barriers up that we think protect us from getting hurt when in fact they really probably keep us from feeling all the love and kindness from other people. So I wanted to share this mantra with you in closing this Thoughtful Thursday. So naturally, I need my glasses to do that. Otherwise, I would have had to memorize it, which I'm not terrific at. So this is a mantra that resonated with me, and a couple of my students have actually asked for it. So maybe it will resonate with you as well. And I thank the author. I wish I could give her credit, but I don't really have the book in front of me, and I can't remember what her name is. I think her last name might have been Morris. But here's the thought: focus on what you are chasing and never forget your why. Commit to your future, but be patient with your when. Dedicate your life to grow and desire to make it happen so you can glow. So the key words there for me were the why. So as I'm developing my strategies for some online training and courses through Mastermind, I have had my personality show up in an impatient manner. I wanted to get it right. I wanted to get it done. I wanted to have all the the tools in place and have learned the technical things that I needed to learn to make it look right, sound right, be right. And so remembering my why is important, but even more important is releasing that and allowing it to be when it's right in the universe, when the pieces come together. And so as I let go of control, which was a part of that meditation rather, to let go of control and trust. The second part of this mantra comes into play that once I release this, I can grow. And if I'm not growing, I'm stagnating. So the word grow is important to me. And I love the word glow. So, whether my skin glows or my eyes have a sparkle or my voice has uh, a resonance that helps somebody else feel lifted, those are all things that I think help me to glow, to feel better, to be here for you, to be a good coach, and to navigate the curves of life with you, not make your choices for you, not tell you what you have to do, not give you another rule to follow, but help you to find your path so that perhaps you can grow, you can glow, and and I hope that this has touched you, your heart. I hope you'll open your heart to more love. The month's not over, so wait and see what new surprises might come down your path. This is Sandy Warren with Wellness with Attitude, helping you to navigate the curves of life. Please reach out to me if I can navigate those curves with you, be of assistance to you. And in the meantime, celebrate how beautiful you are and all that life has to offer for you and be grateful. Have a beautiful one.